Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a fun review of the Fridababy Windi. So the Fridababy Windi, or the Gaspasser, is a Swedish made strange little device that can be used to relieve baby's gas. Sounds pretty unassuming. However, the thing with the Windi is the way in which you use it, which elicits an interesting response for most people when you tell them. The Windi is a device, small device, that you insert into the baby's bum to help relieve them of trapped wind, trapped gas. Fridababy says that the Windi is a natural, instant gas and colic relief little device. It is a doctor-invented hollow tube that safely and naturally allows baby to pass gas with no drops, no ingestible remedies. You want to have a serious laugh, a serious giggle. I highly recommend reading the product reviews of the Windi on Amazon. It will make you laugh until your stomach hurts. The people who wrote these hilarious reviews of the Windi on Amazon should be comedians. They really should, because they are so funny. My husband and I, like many new parents, have been dealing with a very gassy baby. Our son, who is now 5 months, has been extremely gassy pretty well his whole life. My husband and I tried gripe water, which of course we love. I always talk about the gripe water. We tried, bicycling his legs. We tried stomach massage, just all of that. When we came across these, and these will pop up if you search like gas relief on Amazon, I read it and I read the description. At first I was like, oh, no way, I'm definitely not doing that. There's no way I could insert something into my baby's bum. But then once we hit that wall of Hugo not sleeping through the night, being so uncomfortable, we, like many parents, felt like we would try absolutely anything. Now, we also talked to our doctor about these, and funny enough, there's a pediatric gastroenterologist that she really looks up to and is really well respected within like the pediatric field, and he himself really recommends and stands by these. And Fridababy, if you know of the little, like, what's it called? It's like that sauce, that like boogie sucker thing that they created, the nose Frida. They create a lot of really inventive different products, and this is obviously one of them. The instructions for the Windi is that you massage the baby's belly downward, you lubricate the tip of the Windi. They suggest coconut oil, and that's what we used. You lift the baby's legs up as if you're changing their diaper, and they also recommend having a diaper ready because you will need it. And then inserting the Windi inside little baby's bum, inserting the Windi just like you would with a rectal thermometer. Then you're supposed to listen for the whistle, which is the gas being released out from the baby. Ideally, that should just take a few seconds, and then removing the Windi and discarding it. In this little pack, you get 10 Windis, so 10 little devices, and I will show you the Windi now. So this is the Windi. Now, if you're like me, the first question that comes up is, how do I know how far to insert the Windi so that I do not hurt or damage anything internally in my baby? Now, the great thing about the Windi is that right there, so see, this is the applicator tip. That's the part that gets inserted into baby. But this huge portion here is what stops the tip from going any further inside baby. So there's absolutely no way that you could insert this too far inside baby, which I really appreciate. Two little sort of like ridges here for holding, and then the open hollow end, that's where the air comes out. So that's the applicator tip. That's what you lubricate. Insert into baby, it stops there, and then the gas gets released out this way. How many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of these left, so I've used about half the pack. So, like most parents who feel a little apprehensive about this applicator, the part that I was most nervous about was the insertion part of the directions and how my baby was going to respond to that. And luckily, it was not a problem. He didn't really respond to it. The applicator is so thin that I honestly, truly don't believe that it causes any pain or any like real discomfort. Like the back says, it's very similar to a rectal thermometer, which made me feel a little bit better. For me at least, the most scary part was like the act of doing it. I really appreciated the little stopper. I knew that I wasn't going too far. I mentioned I lubricated the tip with some coconut oil. It didn't feel like I was hurting him, which was the biggest thing. Does it work? I can only speak on our behalf from our experience, and for us, unfortunately, it didn't really work. It sort of worked once. So the first time I used it, nothing happened. The second time I used it, I heard a little whistling. So I heard a little bit of that whistle, a little bit of gas was released, and then when I pulled the tip out, he definitely did pass a little bit of poopy. There wasn't any sort of major explosions, but I'm guessing that was because not a lot of gas was released. And then I must have used it 3 more times because, again, I only have 5 applicators left and 10 comes in a pack. And none of those times it worked either. So, do I think that this works? I do. I do still think that this works, and I do still think that as a new parent or a parent in general, this is something that you should just have on hand to try, because who knows? I think that maybe the times that we tried this, maybe gas wasn't an issue that we thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe this is just not the solution for our baby's gas. In essence, I don't want to write this product off as not working, and I don't want to recommend you not get it. Actually, not that expensive. People have sort of mixed reviews on that. Some people do think it's expensive for it there only being 10 applicators and those applicators being one-time use only. Personally, I don't think that it's on the expensive side for what it is, because we're not using it all the time. It's not like it's a product that I need to use 2 or 3 times a day or even once a day, so that we're not going through these really quickly. Also not the first thing I go to when he's having gas. So the first thing I go to is gripe water, is like the little exercises. But I do really think these are fantastic to have on hand. Really great thing if you are pregnant to register for, or if you know someone who is pregnant, great thing to just add into like a little gift basket or something. I made a video on things that I wish I would have registered for, and I included that in that list. I'll link that video down below. But yeah, I think that this is like one of those perfect gifts. Something that you can just keep in your baby's like little medicine drawer, medicine cabinet. If you are up at 3 a.m., you've tried everything else, I think that this is a perfect thing to try. Definitely a great, I wouldn't even call it like a last resort. It might be a last resort for you. It might not be something that you want to try, like have be the first thing you try, but it is just a great tool to have in your like little mommy daddy arsenal. I do wish it would have worked for us. I read all of those amazing reviews on Amazon that again are so hilarious, so funny, and this seems to have worked really well for a lot of people. A lot of people swear by it. I will link the Fridababy Windi down below. Again, my experience unfortunately was that it didn't quite work for us, but if you have a very, very gassy baby and you've exhausted all your other options, this is definitely something to look into. All right guys, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe for more mommy lifestyle, touch of Disney content. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to y'all really soon. Bye guys.